Hello everyone, this is Justin Bob 100 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Ultra Silent by B-Man Silent. I'm going to be very honest in this review. I'm not going to BS it or sugarcoat it or anything. I'm going to give my opinions and what I think you should do to improve it. Right off the bat, it's a lot like Lightspeed 2, and I know you realize that because you said that Maple Leaf inspired you when making this level. So you kind of have the whole you lose your hat and it goes to the end of the level thing going, and that's fine. You can do that. I mean, it worked in Lightspeed too. All right. The blocking is sort of weird in this. You use push blocks and vanish blocks. I don't know. Sort of weird to have like pretty much right off the bat you're in this closed in section like this. It just doesn't really work for me. It doesn't work. You should really go right in. You should make this a lot less complicated. And then like this seems like a starting area and then it says good luck. And then the real starting area, kind of like in Lightspeed 2, looks like this. So what was the point of making that first part like really kind of challenging? You should just make that first part pretty simple and have the player not do too much. This is really where the level should start. Alright, beware of the high drop. Those little orange squiggly lines don't look too good. And this looks more like a gradient effect rather than lava. You can't go from yellow to red. It just doesn't work. You have to stick with yellow and orange or orange and red. You just can't go from yellow to red. You're going through three colors and it just doesn't work. So, yeah. I don't really understand this. Is this supposed to be like if you fall, you're punished or something? It doesn't really work. You need to make it so like if the player falls, they have to go there, not like they have to do some sort of parkour to get to it. So the one time where the player actually kind of interacts with the whole gun sword thing, it's kind of like in Lightspeed 2 where you shoot a brick and your hats keep falling, except for the fact that shooting that brick doesn't make the hats fall. I thought that was a little weird. Alright. I do not like this section. Actually, for the rest of the map, being on tilted to the side, I think hurts the level. These bombs, I mean, you really can't jump over that. It's just not, just the angle and everything. You're just not able to jump through that without hitting it. This forces you to hit bombs, which I do not like. It's not good when, whoops, it's not good when the game forces you to hit a bomb. It's just not good level making. So falling vanishes. This isn't actually that bad. I don't know. But then you just end up hitting this thing and you feel like all that was pointless because it was all just a fall. It's kind of cool going on the top, but it's sort of random. And you could probably trap yourself out of this part of the map. Right when you think the rotation's going to be back to normal. Nope. You know, rotations are fine, but I don't like it when the rotation is goes on for a really long time like this. I don't know. It would be nice if you just tilted back to normal. This feels uncomfortable to me. That's the problem with this level. It's just uncomfortable. It's kind of interesting. You use a rotate block as kind of a threat. If you hit it, you have to go back around and hit the other thing. I've actually never seen that done before, so I commend you for thinking of something new. Good work. I don't like this. I mean, like, oh, you just fall here? Nope. You have to do other stuff. It just doesn't work. I think it's supposed to be funny. I don't really find it funny though. Yeah. Really, to be honest, what I think you should do for this level is make the rotation sections not as make it just rotated temporarily and not all the time, because it just feels uncomfortable and it's not as fun. I do not like this little hanging section at all. It's just not good. Not a good section. I would remove that. Just make sure. Oh, and then glitches. Glitches really don't work, especially when this is the only time you do the glitches. Just make sure the level is never boring. Really, I mean, it's long and there's not that much going on, and it feels tedious. And that's why it's not, to be honest, that great of a level. I mean, Lightspeed 2, most of the time you weren't rotated to the side. Parts of it you were, but not all the time. That push block's unnecessary. Whoops. Yeah, sorry for forgetting about this level review. I completely forgot about it. Okay, go down here. Yeah, I know that you might be new with like racing levels or even the game. I mean, I'm not sure. Uh, there's a section down there, but when I played this earlier, I'm just able to go through this way. So I really don't know if it's multiple paths or not. I don't really care for this. You just kind of get hit. It's like a trap, but it's not. It's just so many bombs. I don't know. Oh, let's get hit by every single one of them. I kind of like this obstacle, although, like, only a little bit, because you kind of have to think, like, you have to get a sword or a gun and shoot. You tried doing the same thing for this, but it didn't work. Yeah, so I guess there is other glitches. Falling through block glitch number 522. Okay. I like the special effect in this section, but I hate the gameplay. Oh my gosh, come on. This is that's just annoying. Just remove those. Just make sure your level isn't like super annoying. That's my big. This wouldn't be as bad if these weren't down arrows. Make them like pointing upward. Or in this case, really make them point the opposite direction, like left or right. Because I know that you had to make the level like from the normal direction and everything else is like sideways. And that's partially why it feels weird. I mean, it feels like somebody made it like from a different direction than the player is playing it as. But, oh, whoops, I wanted to go through and say what I thought. Okay, overall, I don't think the level's too good. Uh, sorry, I'm being honest. I didn't really enjoy it. I thought the best parts were when it wasn't rotated on the side. I just felt like that whole rotate on the side thing was just so... It was boring. I mean, it's just not really all that fun. There's nothing to come back to. You have a lot of vanish blocks, just a lot of sections. I mean, you got to be honest with yourself. Like, is there really a? You got to go through each part and say, okay, is there a point to this section, and is it fun? Ooh, look, my hat. And is it fun? And is it worth having? That's really what you have to ask yourself. And look at that, my hat fell, and I watched it successfully fall. Anyway, yeah, just work on it a bit, or just not work on it at all. Try something new. I don't know. It just kind of boring, tedious gameplay. So yeah, that's the level review. Sorry if it's not exactly what you wanted. If maybe if you like it, that's fine. Um, but yeah, good luck with other levels. This is Justin Bob 100 signing out.